Nikola Tesla, a name synonymous with innovation and genius, was one of the most prolific inventors in history. His contributions laid the foundation for much of modern technology, especially in the fields of electricity, radio, and wireless communication. While Thomas Edison is often remembered as the father of electricity, it was Tesla's alternating current, AC system, that powered cities and changed the world. However, Tesla's life was marked not only by scientific breakthroughs, but also by intense personal and professional challenges. His story is one of brilliance, obsession, struggle, and an unyielding pursuit of knowledge. Nikola Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, in the village of Smiljan, Croatia, which was then part of the Austrian Empire. He was the fourth of 5 children. His father, Milutin Tesla, was a Serbian Orthodox priest, and his mother, Juka Tesla, was an inventor of household devices, though she had no formal education. Tesla would later credit his mother as the source of his inventive spirit. As a child, Tesla displayed an extraordinary photographic memory and an intense curiosity about the natural world. He would often spend hours observing the behavior of nature and animals, forming ideas about how things worked. This natural curiosity would be the foundation for his inventive genius later in life. Despite his gifts, Tesla faced many hardships growing up. His older brother Dane was killed in a horse riding accident when Tesla was just 5 years old. This tragedy left a deep scar on his family and caused young Nikola to retreat into his own world of imagination and invention. Tesla attended school in Karlstadt, Austria, and later in Graz, where he studied electrical engineering. His fascination with electricity grew during these years, especially after witnessing a demonstration of alternating current by his physics professor. Tesla immediately recognized that alternating current could be harnessed for the efficient transmission of electrical power over long distances, unlike the direct current DC that Edison was advocating. Tesla's greatest and most revolutionary contribution to modern technology was the invention of the alternating current, AC system. While Thomas Edison had established direct current DC as the standard for electric power distribution, it was highly inefficient over long distances due to power loss. Tesla, however, realized that alternating current could be transmitted over vast distances with minimal loss of energy. In 1884, Tesla arrived in New York City with little more than a letter of recommendation and a dream. He worked briefly with Edison, but the two had vastly different ideas about electricity. Tesla believed in AC, while Edison championed DC. Their professional rivalry would soon become one of the most famous feuds in the history of science, often referred to as the War of the Currents. In 1887, Tesla found a powerful ally in industrialist George Westinghouse, who saw the potential of AC and provided Tesla with the financial backing to develop his system. Together, they built the first AC power plants, and in 1893, Tesla's AC system was chosen to power the world's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, proving its superiority over DC. The crowning achievement came when Tesla's AC system was used to harness the power of Niagara Falls, generating electricity for Buffalo, New York. This marked the beginning of widespread electrification in the United States and cemented Tesla's legacy as the man who electrified the modern world. While Tesla's work with alternating current remains his most well-known contribution, his inventive mind was never limited to electricity. He held over 300 patents and worked on numerous other groundbreaking technologies throughout his life. Radio. Although Guglielmo Marconi is often credited with inventing radio, it was actually Tesla who first demonstrated the principles of wireless communication. In 1893, Tesla gave a lecture in St. Petersburg, Louis, Missouri, during which he demonstrated how radio waves could be used to transmit signals. Unfortunately, Marconi later used many of Tesla's patents to develop his own radio system, and in 1909, Marconi was awarded the Nobel Prize. Tesla fought for years to reclaim credit for his invention, and in 1943, the U.S. Supreme Court finally recognized Tesla as the true inventor of radio, though this came long after his death. X-rays. In the late 19th century, Tesla began experimenting with X-rays, years before Wilhelm Röntgen's discovery. Tesla's experiments with cathode rays and photographic plates contributed to early developments in this field, although he didn't pursue the medical applications of X-rays as Röntgen did. Tesla was one of the first to recognize the potential dangers of radiation exposure, and his work in this area was instrumental in advancing the science of imaging. Perhaps one of Tesla's most ambitious and futuristic projects was his work on wireless power transmission. Tesla dreamed of a world where electricity could be transmitted wirelessly across vast distances, eliminating the need for wires and cables. In 1899, Tesla conducted experiments in Colorado Springs, where he built a massive Tesla coil capable of generating artificial lightning. He envisioned a global network of wireless power stations, allowing electricity and communications signals to be transmitted around the world without cables. However, Tesla's grand vision remained unrealized due to lack of funding and technical limitations of the time. For all his brilliance, Tesla's life was filled with challenges. Despite his incredible contributions to science and technology, Tesla often struggled financially. Unlike Edison, who was a shrewd businessman, Tesla lacked the financial acumen to capitalize on many of his inventions. He was more interested in discovery and innovation than in making money, which led to several missed opportunities. Tesla's obsession with his work also took a toll on his mental health. He suffered from obsessive-compulsive behaviors and often worked tirelessly, neglecting his personal life. His relationships with colleagues and investors were frequently strained, and his inability to secure long-term financial backing meant that many of his later projects, like wireless power transmission, went unrealized. Despite his brilliance, Tesla died alone and impoverished in a New York City hotel room in 1943. His ideas were ahead of their time, and many of his contributions were only fully recognized posthumously. While Tesla is best known for his scientific achievements, his personal life was filled with fascinating and eccentric details that give insight into the man behind the genius. Eidetic memory. Tesla had a photographic memory and could visualize entire machines in his mind before ever building them. He often constructed his inventions mentally before committing them to paper. Unusual sleep patterns. Tesla claimed to sleep only 2 hours a night and worked for up to 48 hours without rest. His relentless work ethic fueled his creative output, but it also contributed to his declining health in later years. Animal lover. Tesla had a deep connection with animals, particularly pigeons. He would often feed and care for them in New York's parks, and he famously said that one particular pigeon gave him as much joy as a human companion. Wireless technology vision. Tesla predicted the rise of wireless technology long before its time. He foresaw a future where people would carry devices in their pockets to communicate wirelessly across vast distances, a vision that closely resembles today's smartphones and wireless communication systems. Nikola Tesla was a man whose ideas were so far ahead of his time that many of them could not be realized during his lifetime. Though he died with little recognition or wealth, his inventions transformed the world. The alternating current system he championed powers modern society, and his contributions to radio, wireless technology, and X-rays are still felt today. Tesla's story is a reminder of the price that often comes with brilliance. He faced personal struggles, professional failures, and financial ruin, but his unyielding dedication to science and discovery continues to inspire generations of innovators. In the end, Nikola Tesla's true legacy is not just in the inventions he created, but in the possibilities he imagined. A future where the boundaries of science are constantly pushed, and where visionaries like Tesla dare to dream beyond the limits of the possible.